Welcome to Vintage Touch Decor with Soul, where timeless elegance and vintage charm come to life. In today's video, we're diving into a lavender vintage bedroom makeover, perfect for creating a serene, romantic retreat. Soft purple hues and vintage elements will transform your space into something peaceful and full of soul. Whether you're a fan of shabby chic or just love the calming feel of lavender, we've got styling tips that will make your room feel truly special. Lavender has long been a symbol of relaxation and tranquility, and when paired with vintage decor, it evokes a sense of warmth and nostalgia. Throughout this video, we'll show you how to blend soft purple tones with timeless vintage pieces, creating a cozy, chic space that radiates charm. The best part? You don't need a huge budget to achieve this dreamy look. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you love the idea of transforming your bedroom into a dreamy lavender haven. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What vintage pieces do you cherish most? Let's begin this transformation journey together. When designing a vintage bedroom with lavender hues, it's important to understand the subtle variations of the color. Lavender isn't just one shade, it ranges from soft pastel lilacs to deeper, dusky purples. Choosing the right tone helps establish the mood. Soft lavender creates a dreamy and delicate atmosphere, while richer purples add sophistication and depth. Pairing lavender with complementary shades enhances the vintage aesthetic. Try mixing in creamy whites, faded rose, antique gold, or muted greens for a palette that feels both romantic and timeless. These gentle tones evoke a feeling of calm and nostalgia, reminiscent of a well-loved cottage bedroom or a classic European retreat. To keep your palette cohesive, consider adding texture through vintage textiles, such as lace curtains or embroidered linens. These subtle touches allow the color story to unfold beautifully, without overwhelming the space. Remember, balance is key. Let lavender lead, but allow soft accents to play supporting roles. Choosing the right furniture is essential for capturing that vintage bedroom look. For a lavender-inspired space, opt for classic pieces with aged finishes and soft curves. Look for antique dressers, carved headboards, and side tables with a bit of patina. These time-worn touches add warmth and authenticity, giving your bedroom character and soul. Whitewashed wood or lightly distressed finishes pair beautifully with soft purple walls. Upholstered pieces in faded floral prints or tufted fabrics can bring an added layer of softness. Remember, you don't need a full furniture set. Mixing and matching individual pieces gives your room a collected, lived-in feel that's perfect for vintage design. try incorporating a statement piece, like an antique vanity or a wrought iron bed frame. These focal points anchor the room visually while maintaining that romantic old-world elegance. Keep the furniture arrangement spacious and airy. Allow each piece to shine and support the peaceful ambience you're creating. Textiles are the soul of a vintage bedroom, especially when you're working with soft lavender tones. Start by selecting bedding that reflects both comfort and charm. Think washed linens, embroidered pillowcases, and lace-trimmed sheets. These fabrics create a layered, welcoming feel that instantly adds depth and texture to your bedroom sanctuary. Incorporate different shades of lavender and ivory for a balanced, romantic look. A quilted lavender coverlet, vintage floral throws, or crochet blankets can add visual richness. Don't forget pillows. Mixing shapes, patterns, and fabrics invites a lived-in elegance, one that feels curated over time rather than designed all at once. For a truly vintage touch, look for handmade or heirloom pieces. Vintage markets often have beautifully preserved bedding with delicate stitching or lace work. These authentic details tell a story and bring timeless charm into your home. Combined with lavender hues, they help create a bedroom that's both restful and filled with soul. Wall decor plays a key role in adding warmth and personality to your vintage bedroom. For a lavender-inspired space, try incorporating delicate floral prints, soft watercolors, or antique mirrors with ornate frames. These pieces reflect the romantic charm of vintage style while complementing the color palette without overpowering it. Gallery walls can be especially lovely in a vintage setting. Mix framed botanical illustrations, black and white portraits, and pressed lavender blooms under glass. Choose frames in faded gold, soft white, or distressed wood to tie everything together. This collected look feels both nostalgic and beautifully curated. Another charming idea is to hang vintage plates, embroidery hoops, or even a repurposed window frame with lavender accents. These unexpected touches offer texture and storytelling, turning blank walls into spaces of personal history. Just be sure to space everything out thoughtfully to keep the room feeling airy and calm. Lighting can completely transform the feel of a bedroom, especially when aiming for a soft, vintage look. Start by choosing lamps and fixtures that cast a warm, inviting glow. Think frosted glass shades, antique brass bases, or even crystal drop chandeliers. These not only add light but also double as decor. Use multiple light sources to create ambience. Bedside table lamps, sconces, and even fairy lights can offer layered lighting options for different moods. A soft glow in the evening creates a peaceful retreat, while natural light in the day brings life to the lavender tones and vintage textures. Vintage candle holders, hurricane lanterns, or a dainty chandelier with dimmable bulbs can enhance the overall romance of the space. Aim for lighting that complements the materials in the room, warm brass, aged wood, and creamy whites, while enhancing those soothing lavender shades you've so carefully chosen. Flooring may not be the first thing you notice in a bedroom, but it holds the power to complete the entire aesthetic. In a lavender vintage space, natural wood floors, especially with a distressed or whitewashed finish, set the stage for elegance and calm. Their subtle grain and warm tone balance the softness of lavender. Layering area rugs adds not only comfort but also a charming sense of lived-in history. Choose vintage or vintage-inspired rugs with faded florals, muted purples, or pastel patterns. A large rug under the bed or a smaller accent rug at the foot can create a cozy, unified look while enhancing the room's softness. Don't be afraid to mix textures, jute with cotton, or a faded Persian pattern over natural wood. Rugs also help with acoustics, making the space feel quieter and more restful. Look for pieces with fringe details, faded edges, or classic motifs to tie the entire lavender bedroom together in a truly timeless way. The magic of a lavender vintage bedroom is often in the details. Vintage accessories, such as antique clocks, delicate vases, or heirloom trinket boxes, add a sense of history to the space. These small items can often be found in estate sales or antique shops, where their unique character will add charm to your retreat. Consider soft, vintage-inspired lighting accessories like hurricane lamps, ornate candlesticks, or crystal dishes. These pieces don't just serve as decor, they tell a story. A few well-placed accessories around the room can amplify the romantic vibe you're aiming for, complementing the soft lavender and cozy furnishings. Lastly, consider mirrors with ornate frames, vintage books, or glass perfume bottles placed delicately on your dresser. These small additions bring an old-world charm to the room, while still maintaining that restful, timeless appeal. They help layer your space with personal touches and history, creating a room that feels uniquely yours. In a lavender vintage bedroom, creating a clutter-free, serene environment is essential. Opt for vintage-style storage pieces that blend form and function, such as wooden dressers with intricate carvings or antique chests that double as a focal point. These pieces not only help store your belongings but also enhance the room's timeless character. Consider vintage storage options for smaller items, like decorative baskets or wooden boxes. They can be neatly tucked away in open shelving or under the bed, keeping your space organized without compromising on style. Look for items that have a slightly worn finish, as they add to the lived-in charm of the room. Incorporating vintage storage into the overall design allows for an elegant blend of practicality and aesthetics. These pieces contribute to the room's cohesive look while providing valuable storage for clothes, linens, and accessories. Remember, when selecting vintage storage, aim for pieces that have both beauty and functionality. A lavender vintage bedroom isn't just about aesthetic beauty, it's also about creating a space that feels deeply personal. Adding family heirlooms, favorite books, or a cherished photograph can make the room feel like home. These items, while simple, bring a sense of warmth and connection to the space. Personalizing the space can be as simple as incorporating handcrafted pieces or art you've created. These personal touches, whether it's a hand-painted picture frame or a vintage journal, infuse character into the room. Not only do they create a unique atmosphere, but they also tell the story of who you are. One of the most powerful ways to personalize your bedroom is through a gallery wall of family photos or framed postcards from your travels. This addition helps make the space feel lived in, cozy, and sentimental, creating a space where memories and nostalgia blend seamlessly with your lavender vintage decor. The lavender vintage bedroom should be a sanctuary for rest and relaxation. To create the perfect retreat, focus on creating a calm atmosphere through soft textures and ambient lighting. Use light lavender shades combined with neutral tones to create an environment that encourages peace and relaxation. To enhance the tranquil atmosphere, consider adding elements that promote comfort, such as cozy throws, plush pillows, and soft area rugs. These layers of comfort help make the space feel like a true retreat, offering both relaxation and style. A comfortable chair in the corner for reading or reflection can also enhance the feeling of serenity. Finally, the key to a relaxing bedroom is minimizing distractions. Keep the space clutter-free and thoughtfully arranged, with soothing accessories that add personality without overwhelming the senses. Whether it's a simple vase of lavender or a calming piece of art, the goal is to create a peaceful environment where you can unwind and recharge. As we wrap up this Lavender Vintage Bedroom Makeover, remember that creating your perfect space is all about balancing vintage charm with personal touches. Whether it's a vintage find or a pop of purple, these elements come together to form a cozy, timeless retreat. Don't be afraid to make the space your own. Layering textures, choosing the right lighting, and incorporating meaningful details all play an important role in crafting a room that truly reflects who you are. Embrace your unique style, and allow the lavender tones to serve as a backdrop for both tranquility and inspiration. If you enjoyed this transformation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing how you bring vintage charm into your own homes. Stay tuned for more vintage-inspired decor ideas that will help you create spaces with soul.